Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. What we can see of the ball appears to be teed up and ready to go. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Short pass caught by Henry. Second down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. You look at this Eagle defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
It's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They're going to look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd and 10. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And a good sign for them right now. They have a young quarterback looking confident on the opening run.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran, but it doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Now they'll audible to something else. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll wind up losing the yardage here back at the 21. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And Johnson's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Shedding through the defense. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's in the secondary.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Short pass caught by Henry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now back to throw. This is caught, and they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a 1st down. Here we go. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back to throw again. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Vaughn is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wound up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Perry. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
On the ready.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On play action, they'll throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Pollard is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Pollard again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to add on to that lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Eagles nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Watkins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throw left side complete. That's Perry. Still on his feet. He may go. Touchdown, Cowboys. A.T. Perry, 76 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
25, Eagles 8.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. It'll be Hurts on the option, and he will take this one in for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out, and the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Hurts will throw. Complete at the 1. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And now an audible here into something else. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They try to throw on 2nd down. This one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, Paul. That is a rare completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
His percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The Cowboys are going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down, and it's Pollard again. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Going to run again here with Pollard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So we hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the 2nd half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Cook up the gut. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play action with Hurts. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll look to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the 2nd half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 31 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. A.T. Perry. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Steps away. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive,
there he goes left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
First down, Dallas.
They toss it down to Pollard. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys first down as he'll get this down to the 41.
First down.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Claypool. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's dumped off to Pollard. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Eagles 16.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Hurts to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
That's taken it around the 40. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as they... Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. He'll keep it himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Pollard again. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll buy some time right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
At the Cowboys' 11-yard line.
Hurts. Throw out wide is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Hassan Reddick in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on